afternoon. I was trying to get y'all to have some scenery because it's been so pretty lately. It hasn't been the coldest. Let me put this on subscriber mode. Y'all, I have been just chilling, minding my business all weekend. It has been just a relaxing break from work, a relaxing break for my children from school. They don't go back until like the week after. Yeah, next week actually. They don't go back until um, ooh, what I want to ask for the poll today? Were you mm, Foster? Ooh, hold on, y'all. So, hopefully I spelled that right. So I am late to the situation. So there is a story, a true story about parents who adopted young boys. I guess they admitted to abusing them, keeping them in a dungeon-like room. And I'm late, y'all. It happened in Ohio, the state that I live in. So if you guys are not aware, I'm gonna catch y'all up a little bit. We could talk about it. We can talk about it, y'all. This is very much video worthy, but I kind of just want to talk about it, break the ice a little bit about it. I may have seen a glimpse of it on YouTube or somewhere else, but I didn't pay attention to it. I was going through, I think Yahoo News or somewhere I was looking at, and then I saw um the article about it. And it's really crazy how long they were being abused for, these boys. So apparently these parents were foster parents, and then I guess they adopted children. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to the story in a minute. We were chilling. We were just watching 101 Dalmatians. That's one of our favorite movies. All right. So I'm going to be reading from an article from Cincinnati.com. So the article, like I said, says parents who adopted young boys admit abusing them, keeping them in dungeon-like room. And this article is recent. This is from December 27th. So very, very recent. So a mother and father are being accused by prosecutors for punishing their adopted boys by forcing them to sleep naked on the bare floor of a dungeon-like basement room. Both admitted in court to abusing the children. Okay, you guys leave a comment if you heard about the story or you know anything about it. All right, so Charles Edmondson, 64, pleaded guilty Friday in Claremont County Common Pleas Court to kidnapping, felonious assault, and 3 counts of child endangering. His wife, 50-year-old Matthew Edmondson, pleaded guilty to 5 counts of. I clicked off of it by accident. Shoot. What did I do with the stupid? Here it is. 50 to 5 counts of child endangering. And I want to say, this is petty, but the wife's name is Matthew. I have never heard of a woman's name being Matthew. Have y'all heard of that? Matthew. I've never in my life heard of a woman named Matthew. And I don't know if this person was born a woman or what, but the name is Matthew. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, like, this is crazy because the guy, Charles, is 64. The wife is 50. You would think, but some people don't, evil doesn't die. So you would think that at that age, you'd be too old to be abusing. You would think you just want to chill and relax. But evil is evil. Mean is mean. Like, mentally unstable is doesn't care about age. Age ain't nothing but a number when it comes to abuse, unfortunately. But you would think that being older, being like maybe not able to move and get around as much, that people be less abusive, but they are very much abusive in their older age. So it some may think that older people are more safer, or they're more gentle, or, you know, they lived and they learned. But unfortunately, like, wisdom doesn't come with age. There's some people who are going to be fools for their entire lives. They're going to be abusive their entire lives, and they will never change. There's nothing we can do about it, right? All right, so I'm pretty much reading from this article. I will link the article in the description of this video, this live, so you guys could catch up if you don't know about it. But I'm sure you've heard about it. I'm probably the last to know, y'all. All right, so as part of their plea agreements, prosecutors moved to dismiss another 48 counts against Charles Edmondson, as well as 44 other counts Matthew Edmondson faced. They also removed the possibility of Charles Edmondson receiving a life sentence. This is what I don't understand. This is abuse. And from my opinion, that's, you know, like attempted murder. The way child abusers are allowed to get plea deals, it drives me nuts. It doesn't make any kind of sense. Like, you're not doing any justice to children by giving the abusers plea bargains. If it took the law to stop them from abusing, why you think that giving them less time is going to make them suddenly change? They're not going to be any better. If they're that old and they're that stupid, they're that abusive, I just really honestly think a lot of the laws need to change. Child abuse cases, there should be no plea agreements at all. If you have not found any evidence to show that they really didn't abuse or it wasn't the way it is, then you shouldn't be taking nothing off the table. And that's why children are going to always be abused, because it's like people are getting slaps on the wrist. Why is there even a plea bargain? They should all just be facing life sentences. It's sickening, y'all. It really is sickening. Michael Wilbur. Well, they're facing prison time. They haven't been like officially sentenced yet. This is new stuff, Michael. Thank you for joining the live stream. How are you? So it's two people, Michael. It's two people, a husband and a wife. For some reason, the wife's name is Matthew. I've never heard of that before, but whatever. So it says Judge Richard Ferenick imposed a minimum prison term of 15 years for Charles Edmondson and 13 years for his wife, although the Edmondsons could spend more time behind bars under a law that says the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections can extend someone's sentences based on their conduct in prison. For the fact that 15 and 13 years is considered the minimum, like, it should be 30 years the minimum. We already know they owe. Most likely they won't live out 30 years, so that's basically a life sentence. They can actually live 13 or 15 years. They should not be allowed to be free. This is a huge injustice to the children. They could come out of prison and try to, you know what I'm saying, get revenge on the children. I don't agree with this, and more judges need to be held accountable. There are really a lot of, in my experience, okay, I can attest that there's a lot of trash judges out here. They don't know what they're doing. They go to school. They think they're book smart, but they're not people smart. They don't have a heart. They're not empathetic. They're not like, they're not really truly understanding like what abuse does to children, what abuse does to people. They're just like, oh, well, according to the book, I'm doing this. I really truly hope this judge deviates from the standard and give them more time. I hope that these criminals act up in prison so they can get more time, like the law says they can get more time if they don't act right in prison. But, you know, they're older and they may not, you know, live the 15 or 13 years. Anyway, let's finish reading the article. And I'm just really annoyed by the leniency. Like, just because they're old and they have gray hair don't mean anything. There are a lot of old, evil, messed up, mentally unstable people out there. Just because they're old and gray doesn't mean that they will change or that they're not a danger to anyone. They're still a danger. Anyway, y'all. So it says, this was very carefully considered, negotiated, and discussed over the last few months with the prosecuting attorney on this case. We're very affirmative of them offering this firm sentence. That's not a firm sentence. 13 to 15 years is not a firm sentence. For child abuse, they had them locked up like they were in a dungeon. Y'all, Gaming BX Doe 77. Hi, welcome back to the live stream. I recognize your name. How you doing today? How are you doing on this Sunday? Let me see. I'm glad that you're well. I'm well too. So I said, were you abused in foster care or adoption? And so far, none of you have been abused in adoption or foster care. Probably a weird question to ask, but there are plenty of people who I've heard about who are victims of the foster care system, who are victims of adoption. You would think that leaving an abusive household and being placed in a different situation would be better, but there are abusers everywhere you turn, everywhere. And there's not enough background checks that's being done, not enough screening process done, because it's a doggone shame that a child is removed from their household, their birth homes, from their parents, their abusive parents, to be put in the place of abusive foster care. I hope these children sue the state. I hope the children sue the state, because it's your job to make sure that I'm placed in a healthy situation. Everything can't be 100%. Everything can't be but like clearly there wasn't enough checks. So I really hope that these children, when they get their strength and when they get whatever they need, that they will be able to sue the state. I would sue the heck out of the state. It is your job to protect these children. The parents didn't know what they're doing, so you're supposed to be taking them out of the abusive home to put them in a safe home, and then they're being abused again. Like, can you imagine really growing up with the trauma of, like, I was abused by my own parents, my own family, then I was taken out to supposed safe place, and then I was abused even more. And the abuse was probably worse in the foster care or the adopted parents. It's messed up, y'all. It says Charles Edmonson declined to speak during his sentences. The Clermont County Prosecutor's Office previously said the couple faced possible sentences of more than 200 years. Their biological son, Bailey Edmonson, was also sentenced on Friday to 2 years of probation after pleading guilty to 3 misdemeanor counts of child endangering. So clearly their biological child was abusing the foster children too. And it's really crazy how foster parents or adopted parents, they will treat their own biological children better than the foster children, better than the adopted children. Don't take in more children if you can't treat everybody the same. You have to treat the other children like they're your child. Yes, truly in your heart, you know that's not your child, but you can't be like, oh, Susie, you get 2 donuts, and Sally, you don't get none because you're adopted. Like, you got to be fair, and it's not right. Vassal Chopra says, you from? I'm from Ohio. What do you mean, you from? Is that a proper sentence? Let me see. Okay. It says abuse of adopted. Hold on, I'm reading somewhere else, y'all. And then this abuser had a nerve to make a comment like they'd have a remorse. So one of the abusers, the foster parent, adopted parent, Matthew Edmonson, says, I know it's taken a lot of mistakes to be here, and I'm now seeing the bigger picture. Matthew Edmonson said through the tears, I want to break the negative cycle. I'm asking for forgiveness. I want my sons to receive psychological and emotional healing. Y'all, that's fake tears. Fake abuser tears. You wasn't crying when you was abusing them. We were the tears when the children were crying out for help and being abused. I don't buy none of it. Vassal says, I'm from Ohio, USA. Okay, you got it? Vatsal says, I'm from London. Here in London, we say, you from? Oh, okay. Hello in London. One of my other subscribers, Spirituality, is also from London, which is really cool. Anyway, so the fake crocodile tears, this lady does not mean it. You were abused. Abusers are only sorry that they get caught. They're only sorry that they got caught. They were not sorry when they were abusing. They knew exactly what they're doing. That's why they shouldn't get any leniency. Save the tears. Save the tears for your mama. Abuse of adopted boys lasted over a 5-year period. Prosecutors said the boys, 4 of whom have a genetic condition associated with intellectual and let me read it over, y'all. I got tongue tied. Prosecutors said the boys, 4 of whom have a genetic condition associated with intellectual and developmental problems. Were under constant video surveillance throughout the house. Court records indicate the abuse started when the youngest boys were about 3 years old and continued for more than 5 years. So even worse, y'all, the kids had mental health issues, developmental issues. They should be in prison for even more, because people who abuse disabled people and stuff like that, they're supposed to be put on like an abuse registry. How are they getting plea deals and leniency when they were abusing like people who couldn't help themselves? That's even worse. They couldn't fight back. They didn't know what was going on. They were at the will of the abusers. The judge who is on this case so far, I'm not feeling this judge. Honestly, the laws just suck, because it should be an automatic life sentence for abusing children. Okay? Or maybe automatic 30 years, and then definitely life if it's someone who has a developmental or some type of intellectual abuse. That's a very vulnerable population. So I'm not feeling it so far. Let me see what Vesk. Benz, you look my boss. You look my boss here in office. Gem of a person she is. Thank you. I hope you mean that. I don't know what that really means, but I look like someone's boss. I don't know how I feel about that, but thank you. Thank you, darling. All right. The brothers were adopted by the Edmondsons in February 2019, more than a year after their birth parents' rights were terminated in Richland County, Ohio. However, court records state the abuse began as early as July 2018, around when the Edmondsons fostered the boys. So even while they were being fostered, not even adopted yet, they were being abused by the Edmondsons, okay? The evil sins, that's what they should be called. 5 years after their adoption, the boys, then 13, 11, and 8-year-old triplets, were removed from the Edmondsons' home by court order in February. Because of the abuse they experienced, they each will require years, if not lifetime, of psychiatric treatment, prosecutors said in court filings. And I can guarantee you it's going to be a lifetime. Abuse takes a lifetime, especially with the severe abuse like that. And then they already had like other issues and delays, which would prolong the healing process for them. It's really sad. And I hope the birth parents feel some type of guilt, like you weren't doing your job, then your child ended up being taken by the foster care people, then they adopted them, so it's like double abuse. Like it's a whole nother betrayal to feel like your parents didn't love you enough to take care of you, and then they didn't love you enough to take care of you, then the people who were supposed to have taken care of you, you know, because they weren't taking care of you, they're abusing you. So it's betrayal. I can only imagine the feelings they have, the betrayal, the abandonment issues that they're gonna have. Like it's a lot. They're gonna have major trust issues, and yeah, they definitely will need a lifetime of psychiatric, psychological, all the therapies, all the help that they need. And the state of Ohio should have to pay for all of it. Period. The boys shouldn't have to want for nothing for the rest of their lives. Like honestly. Concerns about boys' welfare began as early as 2023. While the Edmondsons weren't formally accused of child abuse until June, court records show that Clermont County Children's Protective Services became worried about the kids' safety in early 2023. Y'all, my lips are dry. Let me get some chapstick. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. All right, y'all, I'm back. My lips are really dry. I need to be drinking some water, too. Drink your water, y'all. Drink your water. If you haven't drank any water today, go ahead and catch up. Okay? Drink your water, you all. Hydrate your body. It's very important to stay very lubricated and moist. Hydration is important. All right. Where was I? Okay. The agency started working on a voluntary case plan with the Edmondsons in January of that year due to concerns about the family's ability to protect the children and meet their extraordinary needs. Court records state. Okay, I already saw that. All right. I hope everybody's doing okay today on this Sunday. It's going to get dark very soon, so I won't be on long. I just want to come on for a little bit and talk about this article. I may or may not do a video on it, y'all. I've been liking on my videos. Ever since Heel Miss, I pretty much haven't been really doing any videos, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the Heel Miss videos that I posted. I really hope you did, guys. If you're behind on my Heel Miss, I'll attach it to this live if I remember, but also go to my playlist and you'll see the Heel Miss videos that I made, y'all. Appreciate all the support that you give me. Okay, I already read that. Okay. Before criminal charges were filed, a juvenile court magistrate noted that the children faced numerous risks at home, including physical abuse by their older sibling and a denial of drinking water. Can you imagine being denied? And I was just talking about drinking water, y'all. And can you imagine you want to drink water and you can't because they're telling you can't drink water? That's an automatic life sentence. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand the whole plea deal. I don't understand the leniency. If you deny anybody of water, of the basic necessities, you don't deserve to be really living. Like, why should you live? Why should you have the simple things in life? So they're going to be in prison getting 3 meals a day, definitely going to be getting water, access to water, but they denied their children water. It's messed up, y'all. It's a messed up world we live in. It's a very messed up world. All right, let me finish reading, all right? The magistrate also found Matthew Edmonson would make the boys clean themselves with cold water, even though hot water was readily available, as punishment for bathroom accidents. Prosecutors said this resulted in the children developing a fear of cold water. So they now have trauma from the cold water. So they probably never want to have cold water. Hi, Kim. How are you? How are you doing today? Hey, Billy. Yep. They do. That's why it's important to heal, because you end up hurting other people. Kim, I'm talking about the story. I don't know if you heard about it, Kim. It happened in Ohio. Some adopted boys were abused by their parents. Matthew and Cincinnati area. Matthew and Charles Edmondson severely abused these children, denied them water, basic necessities. And I feel like the judge and everybody is being very lenient with them. They're like facing a minimum of 13 and 15 years. They're giving them all these pleas and all this other, they denied them water, basic stuff, had them chained up. And it's just wrong, Kim, in my opinion. I'm alive and well. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing good, Kim. Yes, girl, Ohio, it's a lot that goes on in Ohio. Some of the craziest stories I hear go on in Ohio. Like, I know I hear people joke about Florida having stuff going on, but Ohio is probably behind Florida, okay? From some of the stories I've heard. But I'm well, Kim. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Glad to see your face. You have the most beautiful. Oh, thank you. Y'all, Kim is so beautiful, y'all. Check out Kim at Home if you guys are looking for cleaning motivation, DIY, cooking, family oriented. And she does some mental health like videos and stuff like that too. Ohio's a high traffic. Yep, Ohio's one of them. There is. It's really sad. You got to keep your eyes open for everything. Where was I? But yeah, Ohio is Yeah, you would think Ohio. Before I came to Ohio seemed so like innocent. Like honestly, Ohio didn't seem like a state that would be having all of this going on. But until you live somewhere, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? You really don't know. And also, they were monitored on cameras, y'all. They said the prosecutors' boys monitor on cameras held in basement room. Among the various forms of punishment, prosecutors outlined in an August court filing, they said the boys were placed in a basement room that had nothing but a steel frame bunk bed, which often lacked a mattress or blanket. Y'all, when it comes to sleeping, I need my mattress. I need my good, comfortable mattress from the Mattress Factory. What's it called? The Mattress Factory? Whatever you call it. Can you imagine sleeping on the bed with no mattress? Can you imagine? So that's just inhumane. And from what my understanding, a lot of foster parents, I think all of them, they receive some type of money. They receive some type of allowance to help support the children. So they should be required to pay that money back, period. Because y'all was letting the children suffer and you were living it up and they were on floors and all that kind of crazy stuff. So yeah, they were being monitored by cameras, tied up, in the basement floor, deprived of clothes, food, water while in the room. Punishment that lasted all night, requiring the children to sleep naked on the bare floor. And for all we know, they were streaming the video to some child sex abusers. There's a lot of stuff that goes on the dark web. I'm not sure if you guys know about it. For all we know, these sick perverts could have been live streaming to child traffickers while the kids were on the floor naked and stuff like that. You never know. Like, you really never know. I don't put nothing past people. But yeah, I was late to the story, y'all. Have you guys heard about this before I talked about it? One more thing, y'all. Let me see. They said what was that part I missed? They had alarms installed on the doors so they don't know when they left the room. They had them tied down. Like I said, restricted access to water, food, and everything else, y'all. One was found scavenging for food in the trash. One of the kids reported to the school that they had urine and feces rubbed into their eyes as punishment. Why weren't they removed at that moment? I don't know exactly when they were removed, but it's a hot mess, y'all. It's a hot mess. Don't assume that someone being abused at home and taken out, they're gonna be like automatically safe into the new home. They could be just as abused. I'll side eye everybody. No problem, Kim. Billy says, who can forget the Amanda Berry case? Yes, dead giveaway. I did a video on that, Billy. I did delete it because I basically removed all of my copywritten videos. I was doing a lot of like, reactions to videos, and I was using a lot of the audio and a lot of video. And if I want to get monetized one day, I was like, look, let me not do that because I don't want YouTube to look at me like, oh, she's taking content. So I have taken off basically all of the content. I have like a few shorts, but like the videos I used to do, I did a video on that about Amanda Berry, Gina, whatever her last name was, I forgot. And then what was the other lady name? She changed her name to Lily Rose. Somebody Knight. Anyways, I did a video on them, and that dude was sick in the head. Ariel Castro. And I don't think Ariel took his own life in prison. I think someone took him out. I don't think he took his own life. But it's not impossible. People do commit suicide. There are some sick people out there who don't want to face their punishment. They want to abuse you and punish you, but then they don't want to face the punishment. So it's very likely that he could have taken his own life, but it's a lot of abuse that goes on behind closed doors, and too many people, in my opinion, mind their business. Oh, it's not my business. It's not my home. Oh, I heard something, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't investigate. Stuff like that piss me off, y'all. Like, I'm the nosy neighbor. I don't care if nobody don't like it. I'm the nosy neighbor. If I hear abuse, I'm calling the cops. I'd rather be wrong about it than to like know that I'm okay with people screaming and scratching, all kind of stuff I'm seeing going on, and I'm not saying anything, because if I was being abused, I would want somebody to report that. So yeah. Hi, Madison, Bubba, how are you? Welcome back. Yes, Kim, it's not enough nosy people. Everybody want to mind their business. Kim, there are times where I literally would see domestic abuse in my face, and I'm like, yo, telling the dudes, go get him. Oh, that ain't my business. That ain't me. Let them folks do them thing. Like, and so I don't want to tell that story, but I did get somebody to handle the case. Chase was on the case. I'm not gonna say too much, but there's some men who are abusive themselves. So in this case, what I'm talking about, I was watching a woman being abused by her man, and I was trying to get the men to like, get him. And he was abusing himself. So I don't even why I think that. So I did get somebody else to handle the situation. But it's a shame where some men will watch women get abused and not say anything. I know that there's some men who are afraid of other men. I get it. If women are afraid of men, men should understand even more what women go through. Like, I mean, that probably came out wrong. There are men who are afraid of other men. So imagine how women feel. So intimidated. So, because guys overall are stronger than women. You know what I'm saying? And this dude was a bigger than the woman. And the guy I was asking for help, he was a really big dude. He didn't want to help. Everybody wants to mind their own business. Like I said, abusers are not going to stop another abuser. Abusers condone abuse. And everybody doesn't want to jump in to help someone because you don't want to get hurt. I get it. There's other ways to help people and rescue people without getting your hands dirty. But somebody did get their hands dirty, and I'm glad that happened that time, okay? We got somebody to get their hands dirty. But overall, most people don't want to get their hands dirty, and I get it, but at least call the police. Do something. But their abusers have friends. A lot of abusers have friends. People are willing to look the other way because either they're abusers or something else is going on. They're getting something out of the situation, so they're not going to want to help. My mom saved a lady running down the street from her abuser. She opened the door and pushed her in our house. I was 7 years old. Oh my goodness, Kim. I'm so glad. And Kim, and not everybody would do that. And I get it. I understand the fear of helping a stranger. Your life could be in danger as well. I get it. I'm not saying people aren't afraid, but I shout out to the people who are willing to help others, because one day you might need help, and you don't want nobody to turn their head and like, I can't help you. I can't help you. No one is immune from being abused. I don't think people realize that. No one is immune from being abused. So why wouldn't you want to help somebody? It is what it is. You can't force people to help other people. But telling me that you're minding your business is a quick way to get cut off. And like, oh, we can't be friends. I'm not into the business of minding my business. Like I said, you might not want to get your paws dirty, but at least call the cops. Do something. Say something. But to sit there and think it's okay, and that's why a lot of abuse happens, because no one is helping, no one is speaking up, and then the people who are being abused, they're afraid of not being believed, because everybody is like, oh, well, I didn't hear anything, I didn't see anything. Oh, Bobby is real nice to me. I ain't never had a problem with Bobby. Bobby's always good to me. But did you live with Bobby? Did you really truly know Bobby? I doubt it. Billy says rewards equal I'm snitch rich. Wait, can you explain that for me, Billy? Yeah, I understand the whole mentality of snitches get stitches, but when it comes to stuff like that, okay, I get it. Snitches, okay, you shouldn't be like, oh, say you're at your job and you're not allowed to eat popcorn at your desk. I'm making a stupid example, right? And you're like, oh, boss, Danny's over there eating popcorn. That's a snitch to me. Mind your business. But when I'm talking about abuse, I don't buy that whole snitches get stitches thing. Petty stuff, you should mind your business. But real life situations, you should not mind your business. XYZ said you don't appear. Kim, I'm not sure if you were posting something. I didn't really see it. Yeah, I'm in the darkness today. Can you see me a little bit? I'm not going to be on long today. I have so much to do before work tomorrow. So I really just want to come on quickly If you want to see what I look like XYZ, please check out my other live streams. I go live a lot. So there's no lack of videos on what I look like or anything like that. If you want to hear more opinions from me, please check out my other live streams. I'm very random when I go live, and sometimes you might see me, sometimes you see me, sometimes you don't. Sometimes I'll just show the scenery of like outside, and sometimes I'll be on the camera. So it just depends on my mood. Hope that's okay with you. What does this comment say? I can't. Oh, you just right. Okay, you retracted it. I don't know what you're saying. Is it Chaka Bang? Can you repeat that? I have no clue. Billy says Dave Chappelle said, "I'm rich B." I say I'm snitch. But Kim, that is that's a vivid memory, girl. And I'm your mom is a real one. Your mom is a real one, and I hope that woman really appreciated you. And I know that some people don't want to help sometimes because, well, she's gonna go back to him. She's gonna go back to him. Okay, do you understand the mind of the people? Don't understand. Like, there's a lot of reason why people stay with abusers, children included. First of all, children they have no other choice. Their abuser is their provider. They're everything. So it's harder for children. And women is just, we're men and women get abused, but women get abused at a higher rate. There are many reasons why women stay with abusers, and I hate the insensitive comments that people make. Abusers make threats, y'all. They'll threaten to take your life, take their own life, take your children's life. It's a lot of stuff attached to abusers. So don't think that she just want to stay because she want to be abused. Like, normal people don't want to be abused. I really want people to understand that. Normal people want to be loved. They want to be in a healthy relationship, healthy situations. Chaka, I'm sorry that happened to you. I can't even see what Chaka said, to be honest with y'all. I think I'm missing something here. Chaka, I apologize. Oh, okay, I missed that. I was abused in foster care. Thank you for sharing, Chaka. That's horrible. I've heard so much horror stories, Chaka. So much horror stories. And people feel like, oh, I'm going to tell y'all a personal story. I'm not going to get too deep into it, y'all. But I was being physically abused one time, and I remember hearing like the number on the radio saying, call if you're and I was afraid of going to foster care because I'm like, what if foster care is worse than my life? So I never did like report my parents because I was like, oh, I could end up in a bad situation, and I never did report it. Because you hear the stories of horror stories in foster care, and I don't even know who told me about foster care. I don't know who told me or who made me feel intimidated to even call, because why did I know that abuse? I mean, I was young. Why would I have known that life in foster care is abusive? But I had heard that, so I don't know if one of my abusers said something to me or something. I don't know, y'all, but I did not call the number to report my abusers because I was afraid of life being worse for me. And then, who wants to really be separated from their family? So as a child, you don't really see it as getting free and rescue. You see it as like life being altered and changed for you, and you snitching on your providers, even though clearly they don't care because they was abusing you. I know that a lot of abusers get a lot of leniency. It's hard being a parent. Life is hard. Oh, you don't understand. Oh, mental health, whatever. But yeah, there's no excuses for it. At some point, you gotta like say, hey, I need to do things better. We know that a lot of abusers, they're abused by other people, so like they pass on the thing. But at some point, you gotta wisen up. At some point, you gotta say, stop it. Children are innocent. Children don't ask to be brought into the world. And so Shaka and everybody else, if you're abused in foster care, if you're abused at home from your parents, whoever is really messed up and it shouldn't have happened to you, you did not deserve that behavior. There are a lot of people who have mental health issues, and they should not be parents. They shouldn't be parents. And it's, I don't know what we can't stop people from getting pregnant. Unfortunately, we can't stop people from impregnating other people. The world is going to go on. But I hope that more mental health education is, done on a widespread way, because it's not enough people realizing that you're passing on your trauma to your children when you don't heal before you had children. And many people don't realize that until it's too late, Shaka says adopted. Oh, adopted. Okay. He says, thank you. I was adopted in 96. Better life. Oh, you had a better life. I'm happy for you, Chaka. It's okay, Chaka. I get it. Thank you for sharing that. I created my channel to talk about stuff that happened to me, and also just to It's not talked about enough. People like to be hush hush. Oh, what happened a long time ago. You can be healed and healing and still talk about it. I had somebody leave a comment on one of my lives talking about some. Oh, it's the professional victim. That's not what a professional victim is. I'm accountable for my actions. I'm, my healing journey era. You can still talk about things to educate others, to spread awareness. But there's some people who are just so nasty that they want to like shut you up. Yeah. Yo, I'm talking loud. I just realized that my neighbor probably hearing everything I'm saying. Yo, I think my neighbor's outside smoking and they can hear me. I think I should turn the light on. It's really dark, y'all. Can y'all tell? I was not supposed to be on live still. I am going to come off live now, y'all. It's actually really late. Like I said, I'm trying to have y'all see my face a little bit. I came on just to talk a little bit about this story, about the adopted parents who are abusing their children. I will leave the link in my description, so you guys could catch up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But anybody who was abused in your biological home or adopted or foster home, it wasn't your fault. You don't deserve it. And I hope you're getting the healing that you need. And don't let nobody shut you up. They can call you a professional victim if they want you. They never walked a day in your shoe. Okay. And if you really look up the term professional victim, it's more like a narcissist. Narcissists are professional victims, not you. Okay. If you're not a narcissist, you're not a professional victim. So middle fingers up to anyone who victim blame you, who are insensitive, who have no empathy, who still support abusers, who are abusers themselves. Like, they're just trash people. And we live amongst trash people, y'all. Natasha Lucas, I was abused every single way in care and by my parents. I was an addict for 25 years. I've been clean 6 years. People don't understand how much it hurts you. Oh my gosh, Natasha. Yes, you guys, shout out to Natasha for making it through. She has been clean for 6 years. I want to applaud you, Natasha, okay? People don't understand. And as long as you know what happened, you don't have to worry about other people's opinions. You know what happened. You lived that life and you didn't deserve that. Okay, Natasha? You deserve the best in the world, girl, okay? Your abusers were trash. And I'm so glad that you're clean. It's not easy. There's people on the street right now, y'all, strung out, can't get their life together because of what happened to them in their childhood. People don't understand how much childhood impacts you. So every day, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself every day. I'm breaking generational traumas, curses, whatever you want to call it. I'm loving on my children, teaching them the better ways, loving my children the way that I was not loved as a child. And that's all you can do, y'all. Are we going to get it right every day? Are we going to be perfect? No. But as long as we're doing our best. And my children, they want to be around me. Like, I think I talked about it in another video where I was raised as a bedroom child and I'm raising living room children. My children want to be around me. They want to be in the common area. They want to be all up on you. That's a good sign that you're being a good parent. If they don't want to be around you, they're running away from you. Like I said, there's no perfect parent. We're not going to know everything about our child. We're not going to get everything right. But if you're trying, you're doing your best as a parent, that's all you can do. Treat your children the way you wanted to be treated as a child, not the way you were treated. There's a lot of sick people out here, unhealed, that are treating children the way that they were treated as a child. And that's wrong. If you did not grow up in a healthy, loving household, if you did not grow up in a loving, healthy household, you should be doing better for your children. Okay? If you grew up in a loving household, I'm happy for you. Pass that down to your children and keep it going, right? Kim at Holmes is heading. Hold on. I'm thinking about her comments. Joshua says, "Go Tasha, you are amazing." Oh, you guys are so sweet. 25 years, I let them win, but I'm winning. Yes, you winning now, girl. Been clean. Yes, Billy. Applause to Natasha and everyone else. Kim says, "Healing your inner child takes work, but it's worth it." And so I'm telling you, Kim, it's quite a journey. Okay. Shaka says, "Yes, I agree." Billy Ray Valentine, dang, now that's a movie. Bedroom child, living room parent. Yes. Yo, I know I look weird in the dark. Yo, I know I look weird in the dark. No, really, like, real talk. I heard about that term, Billy, from TikTok. They were talking about this woman was like crying on camera saying how she just feels so blessed as a parent to say that her children want to be around her. Like, she was like, can you guys just get your toys out of here? Can you just put it to your room? And she don't understand that they want to be around her. That's a really good sign. I didn't want to be around my parents because they didn't want me around them and they didn't have no time. Y'all, it's so much I could talk about. But shout out to all the living room children. Shout out to all the living room children, all the living room parents. Like, keep on going. A lot of parents don't realize that your child is depressed and they just call you lazy. It's not lazy, it's depressed, but you're just too, I don't know, dumb to see it, you know? If your child's room is always messy, looking crazy, you know, it could be ADHD, depression, look into it. Don't call your child lazy. Help them clean up and figure out what's going on. Talk to them, okay? Clean with them if you need to. But there's a lot of people who are raised in a very particular way and they pass on that kind of way. And it's, you got to break certain patterns. Bailey says, did you have siblings that were abused also? Yes, I did, Billy. I'm not going to talk about them because I want to say most of my siblings are still choosing to be amongst the abusers, if you know what I mean. I don't want to talk about nobody else's experience on here, but yes, I have siblings who are abused and they're choosing to be around their abusers, and I'm choosing not to be. Orhan Khan, before watching, I thought you were telling some scary story about horror stuff, but a few minutes have passed. I'm very satisfied to hear that you are raising your voice about this very amazing topic. That's very... And I apologize, y'all, for being in darkness. I think I'm on my weirdo vibe today. Y'all, if you want to see what I look like, go to my other live videos. I am not shy for the camera. It's just one of those days, y'all. I know just what you mean, Queen. Thank you, Billy. I appreciate that. Shaka Bang says, people say my name like that, so it's pronounced like... Oh, I'm saying it wrong? Sound? Wait, sound an A, but it's... Okay. No, tell me what it sounds exactly like. You said it's not Shaka? Is it Chaka? Then the A. So, your name is See, I don't want to mess it up. Can you, like the Cha-Cha. Your name is Cha-Cha. Okay. Hey, Cha-Cha. One hop this time. Okay. Cha-Cha slide. So it's a Cha-Cha slide. Yes. Hey, Cha-Cha. Thank you for correcting me. I'm big on correcting names because my name... People have gotten my name wrong the majority of my life. And I've always had to correct people. So I get it. When I was a kid, I used to let people slide. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, no. That's not how you say my name. Orhan, I already read that, didn't I? Okay, no, you didn't. Okay, Orhan says there should be special coaching sessions for new parents and everyone should understand the mental health. Let me pin that, Orchan, because period, okay? I've been saying that, yes. Anytime a parent gets pregnant, a woman gets pregnant, even if the parent was raised in the most beautiful home, you should still get some type of parenting classes because maybe there's something you missed. Every parent, obviously we can't monitor people's wounds. We can't tell people to get pregnant, can't get pregnant, right? But there should be automatic classes. So many children could have been saved if there were parenting classes, y'all. Like, real talk. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. So many children could have been saved, y'all, if people got parenting classes. My mother should have got parenting classes. My father should have got parenting classes. But at the same time, y'all, what's that saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Who's to say that if they were made to go to parenting classes, they would have actually took the advice? I don't know. But nobody ever tried, so we will never know. It's just one of those things we will never know, right? Wait, I'm already laughing at Billy. Hold on. All I saw was slide to the left. I'm done. Wait, hold on. Guess it's a beautiful name. Cha says, I've heard it all through school, but I appreciate you bringing awareness to the issue. Okay. Or says, by the way, your news subscriber here. Thank you so much from Pakistan. Billy, slides to the left, slides to the right. Stop. I'm done. Like, one hop this time. Cha, we're not making fun of you. We love it. I love it. Okay? Please come back. Oh, I really needed that laugh. Thank you, Billy. And I'm glad you have a sense of humor, Cha. Okay? Madison, hi, Madison. You're back. Cha says, my name is Cha Divine, and my adoptive mother is an amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. Yay. That's awesome. That is awesome, y'all. Y'all, there's so much I could talk about, but you know how you try to like save people, but no one tried to save you, so why should I save anyone's dignity or reputation? It's so much that I want to talk about with you all, but I just don't want to. I want to make sure I do it in the right way, but there's so much to talk about. You guys, if you look at my community wall, I've been sharing a lot from Spiritual Whistleblower. She is like my big sister in my head. You guys check her out. She talks a lot about narcissistic parents, narcissistic families, just narcissists, period. Like she's really educated, and she don't care if she offends you. She don't care if you get mad. She's gonna speak on it. I love her, y'all. I love it. And hopefully one day I could be loud and proud like she is. But I really support her. So check out my community wall. If you see you'll see who I'm talking about. Spiritual Whistleblower. She's been through it, y'all. And I love what she's doing. Kim says, love and hugs to you as well. Yes. Hold on. Did I miss something? Or says, I'm so glad to hear that you really loved our cuisine. Lots of love and hugs to you. Madison, how are you feeling? I'm feeling good, Madison. Thank you for coming in. Billy says a license to drive should be the last thing on the list for some. No, real talk. Some people are just worried about money. I gotta work, but they're not worried about anything else. So yeah, they need their license because they want to make money, but everything else doesn't matter. Like, it's a lot of people who prioritize making money, and I understand that we do need money to pay for things. We need money to survive. But then if everything else is suffering, what's the money really? Is the money really worth it? Your children are suffering, your family is suffering, you're suffering. Doesn't make sense. Shasha says, sorry, my hands don't want to spell correctly. It's okay, you don't pay attention to spelling. How are you? I'm okay, Mohammed. Cha says, where's everyone from? Well, I'm in Ohio, Cha, if you didn't hear about it before. So the story that I came to talk about in this live, it's a story from Ohio. But yeah, I'm in Ohio. Kim, OH. I'm messing like Kim could hear me, or Kim could like reply. Yes, Central Ohio. I believe that we youngsters are the one who could bring change in our country and friends. Even our parents don't get to know us. We are the ones who will bring change. Yep. Yes, Kim. Yes, you are right. Or for real. I'm just doing my best to educate my children. I'm doing my best to just educate myself, educate everyone. My little channel may not do much, but I'm doing something. I had played around with vlogging, all kind of stuff on YouTube, and it just wasn't bringing me joy. I wanted to do a channel where I feel like I'm making a difference. Like, I didn't want to just have a pointless channel. I don't want to be self-centered where everything is about me. Like, this is what I'm doing today, and this is my view, and this is my everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to bring a message, bring awareness, anything I could. You know, even if someone looks at my life like, oh, I don't ever want to be like her. I want to learn from her. Take it. Yes. Thank you. I'm happy that you can see my life and learn from it, whether it's good or bad. I want my life to mean something. My life does mean something, but I do want it to mean something. I want to leave a positive impact. I just want to be here, open my mouth, talking. Like, I want to help people. Talking to you all helps me. So yeah. Dan said, hold on, I missed what Kim said and it only takes one person to make a change. You're right, Kim. Den says, hello, nice to meet you. Hi, Den. I've seen you before. So I've met you before, Den. Thank you for coming back. Cha-cha, I'm a Texas girl. Oh, you're a Texas girl? Nice to meet you all. I'm glad that we're finding your little corner. It'd be best to create where. You know, Cha-cha, I really thought by your name that you were not, like, from America, honestly. And shame on me for, what's the word I'm looking for? Shame on me for the ignorance. I would never have guessed that you were from Texas. So it's really, you should never judge a book by its cover, ever, y'all. You never know where someone is from, what they've been through, anything. I'm guilty of, for the past, judging people from what they look like. Like, oh, he looks like that, or like, you gotta get to know people. Don't assume, like, you can miss out on amazing opportunities by judging people from the way they look, from their name. You really can miss out on good things. So just give people grace, y'all. Give people a chance. And obviously, after they show you, like, hey, don't mess with me, then don't mess with it no more. You know what I'm saying? Cha-cha says, well, I'm Creole, but my family moved here from Bayou. Okay. During the storm. Okay. Down here. Okay. I've never been to, like, Louisiana before. I want to visit Louisiana one day, y'all. I do. I think I let, like, some negative stuff make me feel like I shouldn't visit there. I don't know, but I want to visit there one day. You laughing at me, Cha-cha? Y'all, I'm going to get off in, like, 2 more minutes. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all, every one of you are the real MVPs. I really appreciate y'all. I love when I do a live stream and people actually are engaged or talking about it. And it helps to bring a topic that's, like, something that people want to talk about, a topic that people can add to. Like I said, I don't want to come in here and waste time. I'm not going to say that some of my lives might be just, like, a random live, but I don't want to come and waste time. Time is so precious, y'all. And for y'all to give me your time right now, I really appreciate it. I want everyone to know that I appreciate you spending the little time with me here. You're appreciated. Because time is precious. You can never get it back. So I want to give y'all something that's worth it. I want the time that you spend on me to be worth it. Not saying I got to tap and dance for y'all to entertain you the whole time, but I don't want it to be like pointless lives or pointless videos or pointless shorts. I want it to be some type of motivation, some type of positivity that you get from it. Even if it's just a little laugh. You know what I'm saying? Orhan says, thank you so much. I need to look at my other phone. Why am I looking at I need to be looking at my phone. I act like I don't have my phone in front of me. And I should be looking at my phone to see what the heck I'm talking about. Billy says, I go to New Orleans for the Essence Fest. You gonna take me, Billy? I'm just playing. But I kind of want to go to Essence Fest one day, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I don't really like big crowds like that all the time. I'm more of a intimate setting, but I like crowds. But when it's like so much, it could be a little bit overwhelming. But I've never been to Essence Fest. Like I said, I've never been to Louisiana, period. It's a lot of states I haven't been to. And I want to visit like a new place more often. Like next year, 2025, I want to visit at least 2 new states. And that's going to be on my bucket list. That's very doable to do 2 new states. There's plenty of states I haven't been to. Kim at home said, I'm an introvert. Big crowds are too. Yes, Kim. And Kim, I used to always think I was an introvert, Kim, but I think more I'm an ambivert because in my moments, I can be an extrovert, but I'm mostly not, and then an introvert. But I'm like in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle. Kim, look up ambivert and tell me if you identify with any of it. But girl, you know yourself, right? So you know that you're an introvert. I'm not very introverted, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I'm an introvert. I think I'm more of an ambivert. So yeah, I guess it depends on the situation. I could be an introvert based on the situation or ambivert, but I'm never truly an extrovert. I could never identify as an extrovert. Never. Billy says, we'll sing us a song time at the time. So if you sing us, I'll take you. Billy, why you doing that? I'll sing a little bit, okay? You know, I gotta look up the lyrics, cause I don't know another. I'm gonna try to find it. Cyndi Lauper. I love that the song came out the same year I was born. I love it. Y'all, Billy trying to embarrass me. Kim, I really think you are ambivert for real. Because you don't seem too introvert. But Kim, I don't know you off camera. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you truly like at home with your family, with your, you know what I'm saying? But I know that you're a great person. But I don't know. So it's whatever you feel you are. All right, I'm gonna sing the first chorus, Billy. Okay, that's it. I think. Y'all, if my voice shake, don't judge me. So we're gonna end the live by me singing a little bit of "Time After Time" by Cyndi Lauper. Why am I nervous? I sing all the time. You know what it is, Billy? Because you tell me to sing. When I sing by myself, I don't be nervous. But when somebody tells me to sing, I get nervous. It's so weird, right? It's so weird. No, Kim, for real, you are very comfortable. I appreciate that. I respect that you keep it real, Kim. All right. Let me try. Let me practice real fast. Yo, I don't know if I like it. Lying in my bed and well, see, hold on. Lying in my bed and I don't know how it goes. Caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashbacks, warm nights, almost left behind. Suitcase of memories, time after time. Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can hear what you said. Then you say go slow, I fall behind. The second hand on. Y'all, it's just one of those days. Billy, why you pick this song for me? Anyway, y'all, I like to sing, but when I'm on the spot, I kind of get extra nervous. So I apologize if I didn't do my best. And I can't even sing the first part of it. I'm not embarrassed when I make mistakes because I love to sing. And I'll admit to you that I can't sing every song. I probably would have been better if I listened to it in my ear, like I was listening to karaoke. Billy, you got me on the wrong day. But I appreciate you wanting me to sing. I appreciate it. You know I love to sing. But I can't sing every song, clearly. Den says, last time I got you interested in the film, do you still remember this? I'm not singing no more, Billy. I can't sing that one. I don't like it. You should have given me a better song. And Billy, listen, the whole life I haven't sang, right? That lets you know I'm not in a good mood to sing when I don't start singing, like, automatically. I just wasn't in that mood today, but it's okay. You got me tomorrow, okay? Or another day. Y'all, it's mad windy outside. Oh, it's raining? Okay, I'm getting off, y'all. So thanks to everyone who came into the live stream. Thank you to Billy for embarrassing me with the song he chose for me. I'm just playing Billy. I just ain't got it today, y'all. Thank you to everyone that came into the live stream. If you came into the beginning, the middle, or the end, I really appreciate your support. I appreciate every like, every share, every comment is really appreciated. I appreciate all the input. Thank you to Cha-Cha for sharing your story. I know it's not easy, y'all, to share like your personal stories. It took me a time to even want to share a little tiny bit of my life. with y'all, with complete strangers. But when you know that a lot of people are battling things that you've been through or you're going through, it's easier. If you're afraid that no one can relate to you, somebody can relate to y'all. Somebody has been through what you have been through. So don't let embarrassment or fear make you not want to share your story. You don't have to tell every detail of what you've been through, but it's okay to talk about it. Talking about it helps you with your healing journey. Yeah. Thank you to Kim for being my moderator. Y'all, Kim, check out Kim at Home, y'all. If you want to see vlog, well, she doesn't vlog as, she's not really a vlogger. She's more of cleaning motivation, cooking, DIY, beautiful home, beautiful family. She's always motivating in her in her video. She'll give you tips and tricks. And she's big on mental health. So I really appreciate that. So you guys check out Kim at Home. Who else? I don't know anybody else who make content on here, but that's pretty much it. Billy, you're gonna be making content one day, right, Billy? So I can shout you out and tell everybody what you make, right? Oh, double king. All right. So thank you all. I'm going to come off live. Let me end the poll. Were you abused in foster care or adoption? So I asked, were you abused in foster care or adoption? What time is it? It's late. It's 5:52. It feels late. This is why I don't like daylight saving. I don't like darkness. It's 5:52. You would think it's 9:52. Anyway, I asked, were you abused in foster care or adoption? And 27% of you said yes. And my heart goes out to those of you who have been abused in foster care and adoption. It is not your fault. Like I said, it's the abuser's fault. It's never your fault. You're an innocent child. I hope you get the healing that you need, because you deserve better. 70%, y'all voting at the same time. Anyway, so most of you were not abused. 74% of you. I'm happy for you. Consider yourself lucky if you weren't abused. Abuse is not a joking matter. Abuse is no game. It's not a joke. Why is it so dark on the stream today? I don't know, Dan. I'm in the darkness. I came on live. It was a little bit of lightness outside. It's just one of those days, then sometimes you're gonna get me in the dark. Sometimes you're not gonna see me at all, and sometimes you're gonna see me bright as ever. So it just depends on the day that you catch me. Some days I'm singing, some days I'm not singing. You never know with me, then. But I appreciate your support, okay? All right, y'all. Please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm about to come off now. I've been on for a while. Let me go tend to my children. Let me go be a mother, y'all. All right. See y'all. And you're welcome, Kim. Oh, girl, you're welcome all the time. You guys check out Kim at Home. KYM at Home, y'all. KYM. Get it right. Bye, Cha-Cha. One hop. Hey. See you, Cha-Cha. Bye. Oh, Billy says, can't be a patio mom. Billy got jokes all night. See y'all. Thank you. Can't get out of here. Hold on. I forgot how to end the live.